Ladies, getting ready for tonight's draft. Kevin Nagani here with you with our crew in New York. The Hall of Famer, Michael Wilbon, is here along with our insider, Dan Graziano. I got my quarterback here, Jordan Rogers, ready to go. Dan Orlovsky's in Pittsburgh this morning. Football in a moment, but first, the performance of the night, and that is Suns Thunder Game 2, and really it's about this young man, SGA. OKC coming off a 35-point win. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continued to put up the work. He was fantastic, driving, step back, money. Thunder up by 1 after 1 quarter. Second quarter, they start to pull away. Dylan Brooks, thanks for playing. After the jumper, SGA points at Brooks. Yeah, this guy's on me, 37 points for SGA. And then Jalen Williams, they have so many options, young options. Chet Holmgren, boom. Thunder up by 11. And here comes the separation. Find the big man, the easy flush. He had 11 points and 3 blocks. Holmgren in the third, finished with 19. Something to watch. Jalen Williams pushing, He would head to the locker room with an aggravated left hamstring. He has not been healthy all season long. He would not return. Under 4 minutes in the third. Thunder up by a dozen. SGA burying the 3. OKC up by 15. All right, here's the drama. The other Jalen Williams on the floor. Devin Booker gets the ball and a foul called on the play. Fouls on Williams, but after the play, Book gets called for a tech. He can't believe it. You see the officials talking. Booker throws the ball backward for a technical foul on Booker immediately afterwards. The Thunder would run away with it, winning by 13. They go to Phoenix up 2-0, but really the storyline is what exactly happened with that technical, and then Devin Booker went off. Michael Wilbon, he's talking about James Williams, the official there in that conversation. Michael, first off, you don't hear stuff like that from D-Book ever in his career. No. What's going to be the ramifications of the comments, and how should the league handle it?
The ramifications are going to be write a check, a sizable one.
Yeah.
That's a direct hit. You don't hear calling out a referee by name. Yes, he did it intentionally. We're used to coaches doing this on off days, historically, right? I mean, for decades, you'd have Phil Jackson and Pat Riley going at it, and Greg Popovich and Chuck Daly, and you'd have, all these coaches doing this intentionally. They take their fine. Who knows whether the team would pay it or not? But to have, first of all, it's a bad call. He's throwing the ball back in to save it so that it goes off an opposing player out of bounds. It's a bad call. He wasn't tossing a ball at him because Devin's going to get hit.
They all know the rules. I mean, you're going to have to deal with it. You can't specifically call out a referee in a news conference post-game. The emotional experience with Devin Booker is always flatline. So when he calls somebody out, all the attention and the conversation specifically is not about the Thunder. We will get to that right now with Jalen Williams going down. And again, I mentioned it before. He hasn't been healthy for most of the season.
Only played 30-some games in the regular season.
Yes, 23 minutes last night. Concern with this hamstring here lingering for a deep playoff run.
Absolutely. We're talking about a guy who's an all-league level player. And even though they were just fine in the regular season, largely without him. I mean, he missed, 50 games essentially. You heard SGA refer to it, and he said, down the line, to do this, we're going to need him. And they will need him. But, hamstrings, we could be talking weeks. So what happens? This series, the Suns are not going to be able to do much. But in the next series coming up, I don't know. They're going to he could rest. They're going to get the Lakers, it looks like. But at some point when you get to that next round against Denver, against San Antonio, against one of those teams, they're going to need Jalen Williams.
Or even Minnesota.
We'll see how that plays out. Let me not discount Minnesota.
Understood. Yes. And we're going to continue that conversation on the NBA playoffs later on this hour. Let's right now go to the NFL.
Game 2 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. And can anyone stop that guy on the right? I don't think so.
Nope.
SGA. He's been having his way. Early first quarter, SGA drives inside, falls right here. And as he braces, look at how his left hand bends backwards. That does not look good. SGA in a good amount of pain as he gets up. He can get evaluated on the bench, but he would stay in this matchup. SGA would then get hot after starting the game 0 for 3. SGA would close the first quarter, shooting 5 of 6 from the field with 11 points closing out the quarter. Thunder would be up by 1. just after that first quarter. This is where things get interesting. Second quarter, head to the locker room, not returned. Mark Dagnall called it an aggravated left hamstring that would be reevaluated in the next couple of days. Back at the podium, calling last night's officiating, quote, bad for the integrity of the sport. Booker was especially annoyed by the tech called against him in the third quarter after he hit Jalen Williams with the ball. Take a listen to what he had to say. Really strong words. Bad for the integrity of the sport. You never hear Devin Booker talking about the officiating after a win or a loss.
You are correct in that. But Phoenix has to do something. They lost the 2 games in this series by 35 and 13. Oof. They're giving 9.5 at home in Game 3. It's a wrap if they lose that game. Game 2 of the East 1-8 series after Orlando's shocking road win in Game 1. That's been an unfortunate postseason reality in Detroit. They entered with 11 straight home playoff losses, an NBA record. Haven't won at home in the postseason since 2008. Trying to give the Motor City faithful an overdue reason to smile. Motorcade did his part, fadeaway jumper there. Then who's up for a throwdown?
Oh, my God.
Cunningham scored or assisted on 14 of the Pistons' 25 points in the quarter. Detroit up 4 after 1, but tied at the half. No worries at all. It was all Detroit in the third. 6-0 run. Cunningham, an interception that would make Kirby Joseph proud, and then takes it all the way, bucket and 1. Detroit's on a 9-0 run. If we have a counter on screen, it's going to get really lopsided, and it did. Duncan Robinson from Cunningham. Robinson had 10 points. 3 threes. Cade went for 11 assists. What's cooler than being cool? Orlando in the third quarter.
Yikes.
Asar Thompson led the league in steals. Isaiah Thomas likes what he sees there. Loving the throwback Thursday defensive performance. A 23-3 run. 24-3 now. Jalen Duren, bucket and 1 off the Cunningham feed. At this point, no mas.
No mas.
The run 30-3 to start the second half. JB Bickerstaff said, quote, it's Pistons basketball. When we play defense at the level we're capable of, it triggers everything for us. Yeah. Isaiah Stewart rejection at the rim. 1 of 10 Detroit blocks through 3 quarters. Again, this was a tie game at the half. Detroit led by 22 after the third. Finishing touches in the fourth. Who else is getting it but Cade with the sham god? He goes for 27, 6, and 11. Impressive numbers to us, but the most important number to he and his coach, this 1-1 series tie.
I mean, he's him, and he understands that, right? Like, to have the size, agility, touch, speed, patience that he has, I mean, he's a matchup nightmare for people. That takes multiple bodies to stop him. And then even that, because he can get to his spot and shoot his midi, it's hard to get to him. So, I mean, he's embraced the moment, and he's leading us the way he needs to.
Hey, there's good NBA every night. Saturday on ABC, we have Game 4 of Nuggets T-Wolves, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. That series is tied at a game.